Sage Wanderer here. I have another special message for you. So if my last special message upset you, then I have an allegory for you and also a lesson on hunting the North American mammal known as the white-tailed deer. So I taught my kids to stalk animals long before they were ever called upon to consider harvesting the meat of an animal. So I was raised with the idea that it was a much bigger deal to be able to pull out the feather of an eagle than it is to shoot one. Well, both are illegal. Don't do either one. No, but I'm just saying that the idea of the stalk, to be able to touch a deer on its tail or pull one of its hairs, is a much bigger deal than just, setting up an ambush, right? So I taught my children how to walk in the woods and how to sneak up on animals. And one of the primary things is that when an animal is busy and they're not thinking about their perimeter, their head is down if they're a grazing animal and they're eating. And they're in eating mode. Now, they may be doing what I'm doing here and kind of looking at you at the peripheral, but their head is down and they're feeding. And if they hear something, the very first thing they do is pop their head up and look around. If they see you in that moment, you're busted. White tail goes up, they're gone. You'll never see that deer again, especially if you continue to make those kind of mistakes. So I taught my kids to walk and watch the deer. And the minute the deer twitches to move its head up to look around, freeze. Don't move. Don't stare the deer in the eye. Look at the ground right next to the deer's foot. And don't freaking breathe. And then in a second, it'll decide it was just hearing things. And it'll put its head back down and it'll go back to work and go back to the busyness of being a deer. And then you can take a few more steps. And if they hear or sense you, and also I want to get into the wind. We'll talk about how you have to use the wind in your favor so they don't smell you, right? What we're talking about here is becoming undetectable, but still there and poised to make your move, okay? So it's a big difference than what a lot of you think I said in this previous video, okay? What I'm talking about is don't move while the deer's staring at you. Come on, people. It's pretty simple. When you're being a predator, if your prey is staring at you, freeze. He'll forget you're there and he'll go back to what he was doing. And then you can make another move. And you just keep doing that until you're in a position to launch whatever, if you want to pluck a piece of tail hair out of the back of get some of that white tail out of that white-tailed deer. You sneak up that good on them. I've never been able to touch one, although I've been in the same cedar bush with a deer who did not know I was there. And had there not been a thick blanket of brush about 18 inches deep, I could have reached my arm through and touched him. And he was right there, and he did not see me. And I was scared of what would happen if he got freaked out and jumped straight into that cedar tree with me. So I was in a blind, and he did not know I was there. So, but the thing is, the moral of the story is that wait till the deer's head's down, make your move, freeze. Wait till the deer puts his head back down, make your move, freeze. If he moves, if he twitches and pulls his head up, freeze. What you don't do is just keep moving towards the deer while they're staring straight at you. Wake up, patriots, you're walking into a trap. God save our republic.